Hello once more. I'm the flying ASCII head. But what does that mean? The language of that sentence could mean that I am a specific flying ASCII head among other ASCII heads, or that I am the only flying ASCII head. Other ASCII heads, however, do exist, and they all seem to fly, so you'll assume I mean the former. However, I could be unaware of them, or simply redefining the term flying ASCII head, and still mean the latter. This 5-word sentence is ambiguous, because language is a confusion. Regardless of this, by intuition you will quickly assume whichever meaning aligns to what you previously felt was true, and individually you will all form different opinions. But I digress. I only wanted to demonstrate how easily your mind can assume meanings to language which is opposite to what was intended. Which is why I say, books teach us nothing new. Books teach us nothing new. How does that make you feel? That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I predict that most of you would be completely dumbfounded by those words. But allow me to explain myself. Language is a complicated, evolved mechanism of communication. Using it, we can expound truths and falsehoods about our environment and selves. However, words can only communicate to you information that you're already capable of thinking of. They only tell you what you already think. They ride your imagination. Whilst you may not have known that tiny microscopic life called bacteria invade our bodies, you know that smaller things can invade larger things, like human beings to cities. The comparison is quickly made when this tiny invader is given the conceptual attribute, life. Words can only teach us things by comparing them to other things that we already know of. This process is fairly simplistic with imagery, but a problem arises when we try to communicate abstract concepts. For instance, morality. Even the simplest rule, such as thou shalt not kill, by intuition we apply this to a rule we are all already familiar with, but isn't what the text says. Thou shalt not kill instantly becomes thou shalt not kill human beings. The rule to preserve one's own species is a principle we and animals alike are born to. We instantly apply that to this. This interpolation rapidly spirals into a vortex of problems. Remember I said that words can only teach us things by comparing them to what we already know? Well, the previous interpolation will only be done by the majority of people. Some people may take it a step further to, thou shalt not kill humans or animals. This interpretation will occur if the person in particular already adheres to those moral standings, and therefore compares the rule to what they already knew. However, the literal meaning of thou shalt not kill is still not applied, or adhered to. Insects are not animals and can be killed, and therefore, the rule would need to be thou shalt not kill insects, animals, or humans, wherein which you will still be missing out fungi and plants, which can also be killed, or bacteria and viruses, which you need to kill to stay alive. So if we make it thou shalt not kill any form of life, it becomes an impossible rule. So we go back to the start, where we have, instead of a rule, a question. Thou shalt not kill what? And in that void, the questionable types are filled. Thou shalt not kill good people, or thou shalt not kill Christians. And because we all have different definitions of what good people are, or what Christians are, and because those definitions also keep changing, thou shalt kill, and thou hast. Turning to the good book that originates such rules, we will find both people good and bad killing both people good and bad, and animals alike, further obscuring the meaning of this rule. And if it is that it means thou shalt not kill unless that which your God allows, then flying planes into buildings and suicide attacks against civilians becomes perfectly moral, as long as you believe your God allows you to do so. In the end, whatever you already believe and know is what you will interpret any religious book or person you trust to mean, so long as it can be interpreted as such. What this means is that we do not get our morality from books. We get them from ourselves, whether or not books or words are involved, which is demonstrated by the fact that there are moderates and extremists in all religions. not because some take the books literally, but because of how their environment shaped their inner morality. Seeing that morality is shaped by our minds and not our words, I ask you all to consider skipping the book and to look for yourself. Morality comes from within.